The day we stop talking about or not having this question, it means that there is an equal opportunity between men and women. I would say, this is the best time to start. Follow your dreams if you really think. Just as we can't imagine businesses or life without mobile today, AI will soon be the same.
Welcome to another episode of She Means Business. I'm very excited to have Dipti here with me. Dipti is a technology entrepreneur and an accomplished business leader with deep experience across consulting, project management, and enterprise transformation. She is a co-founding member of Tudip, and before that, she worked in a techno-functional consulting role, partnering with organizations across manufacturing, finance, business, insurance, e-commerce, and social networking to solve complex business challenges and drive measurable outcomes. Welcome, Dipti. We are glad that you could join this conversation.
Thank you, Kavita. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. Thanks for giving me this opportunity and talking about, she means business. That's an interesting topic.
Exactly. There are just so many lovely women guests that I get to speak to, and that is why I also thoroughly enjoy doing this. Just coming straight to the questions, Deepti, everyone's talking about AI. What's the biggest misconception you see about AI in boardrooms today?
That's a great question. I would say, the biggest misconception which I see today is like a hype driven AI is no more a hype driven experiment with unclear ROI, right? So that's what the boardroom's misconception is. Just to give you a couple of examples, right? Like thinking that it's already outdated or over, just like AI has moved directly, like decisively from talks and pilots to production ready systems. What we are seeing now is not experimentations or curiosity's sake, but real deployments that are beginning to change how the businesses operate. AI is like at the same inflection point, I would say, that digital and mobile once were. Just as we can't imagine businesses or life without mobile today, AI will soon be the same, embedded across industries, functions, and decision making. By 2030, the world will fundamentally be different because of AI. So, in boardrooms, the discussion is still heavily centered on ROI, but rightly so. But the misconception is expecting immediate traditional ROI matrices from a transformational technology. Over the next 24 months, AI's impact will become far more visible in efficiency, speed, cost optimization, customer experience, and entirely new business models. AI is no longer optional and it's no longer hype, it's here to stay. And boards that treat it as a strategic capability rather than speculative bet will see the real returns first.
That's very, very valid point. And we also, as Nasscom, are hearing some of these, some of these things about the expectation of AI and, how it is changing in the real world. There is another aspect of AI, which is security. So, how do you ensure AI security and privacy in the real world deployments? What new demands are you seeing from clients across sectors?
So, with AI, of course, there is a lot of talk about the ethical AI, the privacy, cyber security. A lot have come into picture, right? So, what we see mostly from clients is like, and in general, the way we do it at Tudip, right? Like any applications or any architecture which we build, we secure by design architecture, right? Something like zero trust access models, network isolation for models, least privilege across across users, agents, and APIs. Data protection first, it's a mindset as well, right? So we ensure that our people are trained with data protection first, model governance and control. How do you how do you create the privacy preserving AI practices, continuous monitoring and red taming, right? Like real-time monitoring for anomalous behavior, automated alerts, regular adversarial testing. So, and the last, I would say, is compliances by default, right? Like GDPR, SOC 2, ISO 27000, and other guidelines, right? So, and documentation, people take it very lightly, but documentation is key in all these aspects. And in terms of the new demands, we are seeing is like, clients are asking like, where is my data? Where would my data sit, right? Like with a recent Indian government also getting the Data Protection Act, right? So these things are becoming more and more, asked by the clients, like, what could will AI do? What are the policies we are following? What would be, usage policy? What would be quill switches? So we are deriving different frameworks as well, AI frameworks, to ensure that data security is met. So these are the few things which we are doing.
Thank you. Just stepping a little aside and, looking at from your point as someone who's working with global giants, what do they come to India for?
So we all know, right? India was earlier known as the cheap location, and that's why global giants were coming, right? But now that is no more the case. Now people are coming for high quality talent at scale. We all know that, of course, India does provide the cost efficiency, but that is no more the case, right? People are also coming for deep engineering, AI, ML, data, product, domain expertise, and which are available at scale, increasing at global standards, right? Apart from that, like end-to-end ownership, not just execution. Indian teams are taking the ownership of entire product development, platforms, business outcomes, from architecture to design, development, testing, and support. The speed and agility which Indians bring, at a scale, is unmatched across the globe, right? Like we support 24 into 7 AI, digital and emerging tech capabilities. That's another aspect that global giants come in. Um, Cost efficiency is the focus, but it is not just cost efficiency, it is a value driven thing with better ROIs, I would call it. 24 into 7 global delivery and resilience. Apart from it, innovation and co-creation, right? Like lot of global capability centers, innovation hubs, R&D hubs are now, they're getting set up in India, right, by global giants. Then strong ecosystem and maturity, right? Like, India itself, like on its own, have like good universities, strong partners, government digital initiatives like UPI. I see nowhere in the world these are there, right? Like especially the UPI thing which India does. Someone sitting at a roadside would also have the UPI. So that's making India a compelling innovation hub. So in short, I would say global giants come to India to build faster, innovate smarter, scale globally, and India being a strategic growth engine, not a back office.
That's very well said. And if we just look at, I mean, I totally agree that ecosystem is a very very strong point that India has. If you look at leadership and especially women, according to you, and now that you've been here for such a long time, what has changed and what hasn't for women in technology today?
This is my favorite question, right? And always asked about what has changed, what has not changed for women, right? There are, see, according to me, we are still talking about what has changed for women. Itself says that, we still haven't given an equal opportunity. That's what I feel. The day we stop talking about or not having this question, it means that there is an equal opportunity between men and women. Having said that, like greater visibility, of course, representation, of course, has changed for women's. Like when I joined my engineering college, like out of 400 people, there were hardly 30 girls in NIT, right? So that, and but now these ratio have changed drastically, and especially in local colleges or like local engineering colleges, you see like more than like 60-70% representation of girls as compared to boys. So that speaks a volume, right? So of course there's a greater visibility, and those are now taking up a lot of roles like engineers, and others. But having said that, I'll go back to that later. But yeah, like more structured support systems, yes, we see that now, especially in the tech world. A stronger emphasis on inclusive culture. That also we are seeing, where people are adapting. There are now a lot of role models and success stories, right, which from which people can get inspired, and next generation Definitely, I'm like confident, like I'm not sure about my generation, but of course next generation onwards, like couple of generation onwards, we would not have this question talk about. But what hasn't changed enough, I want to spend like few minutes here as well. Like there's no much representation on the senior leadership level, right? Because a lot of women, and from the stats we see that a lot of them drop after their kids birth.
Yeah. Yes.
That is one of the key, still a major hindrance for women, right? And getting back to work post pregnancy, even if they get back to work, getting growing up in a hierarchy is very challenging. They always pick the family over the work, so that's where we all know that, right? Then unconscious bias are still there, and the cultural friction, we're still dealing with it day in day out. I would not say they have gone. You see, I know, like last year, and on the Women's Day we were talking, and one of the senior leader, a vice president, told she was in one of the conference for swags, right, for a booth, and then someone thought she's a secretary, but she was a VP director, right, like level person. So the cultural biases, the uncalled biases are still
Yes.
there, and it would take generations to remove that. And for some reasons women also have to ensure that they get removed, right? And work life tension, as I talked about, like after birth, kids birth, and then taking care of the family being the sole responsibility of a woman. If these things, so there is definitely a more work life tension for women as compared to men. And I think pay and opportunity gaps, but these are getting reduced with a lot of companies like us as Tudip. Like we don't have any differentiation between men and women's salaries. It's about the skills. But then still I see like a lot of sectors still have this, so yeah, according to me, the awareness is there, actions have been taken, but the pace of change is still uneven, and the biases which are deep rooted as a society, right? It would take generations to change that.
I do agree on some of what you said then, but I think that, as an industry, as an IT industry, we're still proud to say that, we have the maximum women
Yes,
representation and we are one of the most leading and
true.
safe industries for women in India.
That's true.
One piece of advice for founders that are just starting out.
Yeah, so I would say like for the founders just starting out, see, this is a great time to start a business. Not unlike like especially in India, there was no startup ecosystem, but with everything being changed with the government policies, people talking about the startups, you can perceive your dream is what I feel. And the talent is available everywhere, not just in a particular places like Bangalore, Pune. They're available anywhere. So I would say like this is the best time to start. Follow your dreams if you really think. Build credibility, is one thing with your clients, with your customers, through leadership. I would say that use technology to collapse distances, and I would say that stay connected with networks, mentors, customers, and investors, right? So as I said, it's great companies are built on conviction, customers, and craft. So this is a great time.
On that note, thank you, Dipti. It was wonderful speaking to you. Thank you so much for being a part of She Means Business by Nasscom.
Yeah, thank you, Kavita.